Welcome back to our broadcast. Some of the harshest criticism for President Trump has come from members of his own party of late, including that of Republican Senator Bob Corker, Republican of Tennessee, who criticized the president's stability and competence last month. His words, delivered to local reporters back home in Tennessee, appeared measured and deliberate.
I do think there need to be some radical changes. The president has not yet been able to demonstrate the stability nor some of the competence that he needs to demonstrate in order to be successful. He has not demonstrated that he understands what has made this nation great and what it is today. And he's got to demonstrate the characteristics of a president who understands that. And without the things that I just mentioned happening, our nation is going to go through great peril.
That was something, remembering he is chairman of Senate Foreign Relations. Okay, that was in Chattanooga, mid-August. Fast forward to today, he doubled down on Capitol Hill.
Can you stand by what you said about the president, about how he hasn't demonstrated the stability or competence?
So, you know, I don't make comments without thinking about them.
Interesting response. Nicole Wallace remains with us, and joining us, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist for The Washington Post, MSNBC political analyst, our friend Eugene Robinson. Nicole, I've accused you of a Corker obsession. I think it's fair, but largely it's a political matter with you because he's not one of those who is constantly popping off. He is careful. He is deliberate. This was an interesting moment.
Also, the words have a real technical and literal meaning. They go straight to the fundamental qualification to serve as the country's commander-in-chief, and that is fitness to serve.
Gets your attention.
And the words stability and competence go to the heart of fitness. Now, not one of us can diagnose Donald Trump of anything, but if someone who is an ally, if Bob Corker, who was a supporter, an ally, and a candidate for a potential VP spot on the ticket, he has seen him up close. If he has reached the conclusion, and that was a pained man making those that was not comfortable. He did not like saying that, but that was some sense of duty to say out loud what we all know a lot of people say privately. And I think he deserves some sort of profile of courage in this climate in Washington, with Republicans acting the way they are, sort of putting their head down, burying their heads in the sand. There is one man saying out loud what a whole bunch of people in both parties will only say privately.
So, Eugene, here's the question. What's the percentage of Republican elected officials of the 535 members of Congress in Washington who agree with Corker and lack the courage of Corker?
It's quite high. It's quite high. It's not 100%. It may be close to 50%. I mean, there are a lot. I've had a lot of private conversations with Republicans who, you know, make faces, shrug their shoulders, and sometimes just say out loud, off the record, what Senator Corker put on the record. You know, he is, as Nicole said, somebody who chooses his words carefully. You've never read headlines about Bob Corker mouthing off, popping off, saying outrageous things. So that's why those remarks got so much attention in mid-August. That's why they're getting a lot of attention now. The question is, so what happened? You know, where does this go? Does this go anywhere? Because you haven't heard a chorus coming out publicly to back him up.
But I think today, with the president doing a deal with Democrats and making abundantly clear that he is not a part of the Ryan McConnell governing coalition, he may free some of them up. Not those two men, because they are trapped, as I said, in this sort of abuse cycle.
They have miserable lives, basically.
But I think it may free up some other people to, if they've seen it. I mean, the thing about Corker that's so extraordinary is he has this intimacy with Donald Trump. He has seen him up close. He has spent time on the plane. So he is in a category all of his own in that he wanted the president, I believe he still probably wants the president to be successful, especially in foreign relations. But these remarks were made after Charlottesville, and I just don't know how anyone pretends that this summer didn't happen.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.